Today we're making
宮保雞丁
Kung Pao Chicken, a mouth-watering staple of Chinese American cuisine that encapsulates the resilient story of Chinese immigrants in America with every bite. We'll get to the story later, but first my dad will show us how a Chinese chef prepares the star of the show, the chicken.
咁我咧就而家先切咗啲雞胸肉先啊，啲雞肉。
We'll cut the chicken first into strips, then into 1-inch cubes.
雞丁就切粒，咁大粒咁上下。嗱，睇到呢粒糖咁大粒啊！
Shirley from Patreon asks, what type of chicken is best suited for this dish?
餐館係多數係雞髀肉，你想好食係雞髀肉好食啲。
Yeah, chicken thigh is more flavorful. Yeah.
我今日本嚟想用雞髀肉煮啊。阿爹中意食雞胸肉，媽咪中意雞胸
He
肉。
usually makes this with chicken thigh, but he knew that you guys like chicken breast better, so.
Mommy, you like chicken breast better too? Me too.
Always.
Some say Kung Pao Chicken came about because someone almost drowned. Also known as Kung Pao Chicken in Cantonese, some credit the dish to Ding Bao-zhen, who as a kid fell into water and almost drowned. Luckily, a stranger was there to save his life. And decades later, Ding became a hotshot official of the Sichuan province. Forever indebted, Ding paid a visit to the man who saved his life. During this fateful visit, the man introduced Ding to a life-changing dish of juicy marinated cubes of chicken with chilies and aromatics. Ding loved the dish so much that he served it to everyone he knew back in Sichuan, which quickly caught fire throughout China and the rest of the world. Next, my dad's going to share the secret to creating the perfect marinade.
起好之後咧，我就俾啲味料醃一醃佢嚇，咁擺嚟嚇，不夠嚟得啦。
For the marinade, we'll add a half teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce, half a teaspoon of dark soy sauce, and 1 tablespoon of Shaoxing wine.
唔一定，其實你用酒就唔一定係要用呢啲酒都 OK 㗎。我就通常我就落啲酒加啲將啲雞肉啲香味。
We'll also add half a teaspoon of white pepper, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and 1 tablespoon of water.
嗰啲味料同埋嗰啲水咧撈勻佢，撈勻之後咧就將啲同埋雞肉一齊撈埋，筷子撈勻佢。好啦，佢擺喺度，等佢醃一陣間。
We have all of these ingredients listed on our blog at madewithlau.com, along with step-by-step instructions and video clips to guide you as you make the recipe at home.
好啦，而家咧就嚟切呢啲嘢，呢啲配料啦嚇。芥蘭嚟嘅，我攞佢嚟滾啫，啲花就唔攞嚟煮第二樣嘢啦。首先咧，芥蘭滾嗱呢陣皮搣咗佢，咧佢就唔會韌啦嚇。切到位一粒粒嗱，通常餐館咧佢唔會用呢啲粒粒，佢係用啲馬蹄粒啊。 同埋啲罐頭嘅筍粒、馬蹄粒咁樣，我反而中意呢啲多啲。
We'll cut the broccoli stems first lengthwise, then rotate the dice into small pieces.
呢啲咧芹菜，又話切粒，會靚啲，因為佢邊會韌啲。嗱，芹菜咧係用5安士咁上下啊。
We'll first cut the celery in half lengthwise, line them up, then dice them into small pieces.
都係切粒。 呢個咧紅蘿蔔係3-4安士咁上下啦。
We'll do the same process here, cutting the carrot first lengthwise into strips, then rotate to dice.
呢個咧青辣椒。
For the bell peppers, we'll cut off a section. Then the same steps as before. Cut lengthwise into strips, then rotate to dice. My dad also uses red bell peppers here for a pop of color, but that's optional. Kathy from Patreon asks, since it's summer, can you add veggies like zucchini, squash, green beans?
不過熱地瓜就腍多啲，熱地瓜得㗎，不過炒就快啲食。熱地瓜你唔好飛水啦，就咁炒㗎，炒生啲，葱頭俾5粒。
For the shallots, we'll use a cleaver to smash them.
等佢啲味容易散啲出嚟，煮啲炒香嘅時候，嗰啲葱味會放出嚟。蒜頭咧切碎佢，俾3-4粒。
For the garlic, we'll peel, smash, and mince them.
辣椒乾就咁成粒得啦，4粒辣椒乾，你係唔冇咁辣，你咪食啲少啲。
People ask, what kind of chili do you use?
我想辣啲嘅咪嗰啲指天椒咯，睇你食幾辣，越細個越辣。
Can you use chili flakes?
得嘅就炒起嚟就冇咁香咯，辣椒粉，啲辣椒仔咧、辣椒乾咧炒啲炸出嚟嗰啲會香啲咯。但係我仲要俾辣椒醬就撈埋喎。搞埋呢個汁先啊。
For the stir-fry sauce, we'll add 1 teaspoon of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce, half a teaspoon of dark soy sauce, and 1 tablespoon of cooking wine. And also,
呢個係磨豉，你知唔知我點解煮宮保雞要攞啲都係磨豉做嘅？唔落嗰啲淨係蠔油啊、生抽，就唔係呢個味啦。多數都餐館都煮好晒，有麵豉啊撈埋煮埋一齊。佢炒好成佢就唔使夠攞味噶啦，就喺個兜咁滗得落去咁撈埋炒就係噶啦。如果你屋企係冇嘅咁咪唔使咯，唔緊要啫。磨豉醬一個茶匙。辣椒醬咧有2種辣椒醬，呢個咧就桂林辣椒醬賣嘅，呢個咧係我自己煮嘅，自己做嘅。我今日咧就選擇用我自己整嘅辣椒醬嚟做一個茶匙。如果你食得較辣啲嘅，咪俾多啲咯。基本上就係咁多嘢啦。嗱，攪勻佢。
how would you make this lower sodium?
唔落鹽，落少啲蠔油，乜都落少啲咯。我另外搞一個生粉水，我就俾生粉半個湯匙咯，到時或者俾唔使都唔定，半個湯匙，用2個湯匙水。
We'll use this slurry to thicken our sauce later. Now it's time to break out the wok for our next step.
全部料就整好晒啦，我而家咧先將啲花生炸咗先啊！而家開爐炸花生啦，就唔好太猛火炸喎，太猛火炸一下就燶晒咯喎。少少花生我俾個湯匙咁上下嘅油上去啦，我縮乜油？啲油唔可以太猛啊！俾筆花生。
With the oil hot but not rippling, we'll add the peanuts.
有啲人咧就選擇啲冇衣嘅花生，有啲人先係有衣嘅花生哦。我就經常屋企用嘅都係有嗰啲有衣嘅花生，中意嗰啲衣咧，花生衣係對人體有好處噶嘛。呢個鑊鏟係又可以隔啲油嘅，我可以咁樣流起嚟嘅嗱。做到最慢嘅火咁樣炸一炸嗰啲花生。如果你太猛火啦，花生就一下就會燶晒㗎啦。
After around 2 minutes of frying the peanuts on low, they're ready to come out.
好啦，啲花生就而家得啦，唔好炸得佢太過熟過，太過燶嘅話咧，擺落佢一陣間佢仲可以變得香啲㗎。凍咗佢先係脆啲花生，而家未脆㗎。譬如如果你係唔想你有啲人唔食啲花生㗎，你咪唔好落花生，可以落其他嘢得㗎，腰果得，杏仁又得。
Here's a wild fact. Until recently, it was legally impossible for Chinese Americans to recreate the Sichuan version of Kung Pao Chicken. Why? Well, the popular Sichuan version features Sichuan peppercorns. Peppercorns are dried berries, which belong to the citrus family. And in the 1960s, the US became deathly afraid of Chinese citrus because they believed they harbored a fungal disease that could ravage the American citrus industry. Despite little evidence that Sichuan peppercorns carried this disease, the US included them in a Chinese citrus import ban that lasted almost 40 years. Until 2005. But during this ban, do you think we just stopped eating Kung Pao chicken? No. In true Chinese immigrant fashion, we adapted. With a strong Cantonese influence, Kung Pao chicken evolved into a sweeter and less spicy dish. The Chinese American versions adapt to what we have on hand, with other meat options like beef or pork, seasonal vegetables like bell pepper, zucchini, and topped with roasted peanuts. This fits the legacy of the earliest Chinese immigrants, who had to innovate in order to survive. And thanks to their resilience, we get to enjoy dishes like Kung Pao chicken all around the world.
炸咗啲花生之後咧，趁呢個鑊有油咧，將啲雞肉再拉熟佢，搞多少少油先，慢火啲。
We'll heat up the oil until it's rippling. Then stir the chicken before adding it into the wok.
煮熟啲雞肉先啊。
咩慢火啊？
慢火而家
係咪即刻反啊？
唔係即刻反會馬上會黐咗鑊㗎。下邊嗰啲肉咧熟咗，係咪？咁啊唔知燒鑊啦係嘛？唔使知佢太熟咧佢又會冇咁滑㗎啦。
We'll cook the chicken for 40 to 50 seconds, gently flipping occasionally to cook all sides of each piece. Then it can come out.
好啦，啲雞肉用而家咧就得㗎啦，滗起佢啊！個溫度係你有350度咁上下嘅溫度先至得。嗱，最後鑊嗰度咧就俾啲水落去，拉熟嗰啲煮熟嗰啲菜先啦。餐館咧就叫做飛水。
To the same wok, we'll add roughly 4 cups of water and cover with a lid to bring it to a boil.
俾半個茶匙嘅鹽上去， 整啲菜咧會綠色啲嚇。
When the water is boiling, we can start to add the veggies.
俾菜落去，先俾紅蘿蔔，紅蘿蔔硬啲啊，係嘛？
We'll boil the carrots for 30 to 40 seconds, then we can add the celery and broccoli stems.
哦，俾埋落去得啦。青椒慢慢唔緊要，青椒唔緊要。
After roughly a minute and a half of cooking these, we can add the bell peppers.
好啦，俾埋嗰啲車紅椒上去。你想佢腍啲嘅，你就煲耐啲，爽口啲啦，就而家就得㗎啦。嗱，啲芹菜青綠啲，啲芥蘭滾爽口啲，嗱咁得啦。呢個菜又係以爽口啲為主嘅。
We'll let everything cook for another minute.
可以試試佢㗎，啲芥蘭滾夠唔夠腍？啱啊，新火留起佢。
Now we can remove and drain the veggies.
如果你係即刻煮咧，就唔需要俾啲凍水浸嗰啲唔怕啦。好啦，而家咧洗鑊煮嘢。
Now with a clean and dry wok, we'll turn the heat to high.
好啦，開始俾油，一個湯匙。
Then we'll add the aromatics one after the other.
啲辣椒乾，炸佢，等佢出啲味。你睇佢葱頭。
My dad turns the heat off here to avoid burning the aromatics.
蒜頭，開翻慢佢。
After the garlic is fragrant, or about 30 seconds, we'll add the chicken back in.
俾雞肉落去。
After a quick stir, we'll add in the veggies. Now we'll stir fry everything on high heat for 30 seconds.
將呢個味倒埋落去。
Then we'll stir to mix in the sauce.
Susan from Patreon asks, can you use Daddy Lau's chili oil for this?
一樣得，你俾啲咁多渣落去撈埋一齊，咁炒啲就好食啦。
淨係油咧，我哋可能淨係有啲味，但係如果有埋嗰啲渣咧，就會整到啲菜好香。
加啲水上去。
After mixing the sauce in for about 30 seconds, we'll add about 3 to 4 tablespoons of water.
點解加水啊？
將啲雞咧索啲汁上去。如果淨係乾淨啊，唔俾水啦，佢就乾爭爭。好啦，我而家咧就試下個味夠唔夠先。
Now we can have a taste test of our sauce and add more seasoning if needed. I also wanted to make a special shout out to thank all of our wonderful Patreon supporters for helping bring this video to life. If you enjoy our videos and are interested in supporting us directly, head on over to patreon.com/madewithlau to learn more.
而家咧就加啲生粉水上去咯。
We'll turn the heat to low and stir the slurry before adding it.
加生粉成三文。
係啊，已經熟噶啦嘛，再開猛火佢咪乾晒咯。
你未加生粉嗰陣時生火啊？
人哋嗰陣已經熟咗，你唔需要佢等咁多煮咁耐噶啦，係咪？麻油。
Finally, we'll add a teaspoon of sesame oil and mix it in.
煮呢個菜咧就唔好完全係乾晒，又有少少汁，咁先好食。
Now we're ready to plate.
Mày mới là có sao nè.
Lastly, we'll sprinkle the fried peanuts on top. Inauthentic, a word I hate. A seemingly harmless insult for dishes like Kung Pao Chicken. Chinese American food often gets shade for not being real Chinese food. But to me, it's not any less authentic than food from mainland China. If you know anything about the struggles of Chinese immigrants, Chinese American food is a testament to how resilient we had to be to create a home in America. And even if you're not Chinese, let's say you've only ever eaten at a family's Chinese restaurant in the Midwest. Sure, it might taste different from what you'd get in Sichuan or Guangzhou, but that shouldn't make your experience any less authentic or real just because you didn't eat that meal in China. What is authentic and real is that you enjoyed your meal and that the people serving you put their hearts into making it for you. To me, that's a genuine experience. It's not our place to gatekeep Chinese cuisine and judge what's authentic or not. I prefer the word traditional, something we try to preserve while encouraging creativity within your own constraints at home. My dad's recipe is an example of a Cantonese home-style version of this dish. And just like everything he cooks for us, it's an authentic expression of his love and care for his family.
Mud, you think say mud?
That's good. I want lots.
Lots.
I love.
I seldom hear you. Can I have more?
There's a pound of chicken in
I
here.
love Kung Pao Chicken. I love peanuts.
好啦，朋友們，宮保雞丁就整好咗啦，希望大家中意。紅多一下辣咁喎，吃唔吃啊？
Kung Pao Chicken! Kung Pao Chicken! Yeah!
YouTube thinks you'll like this recipe next. Let's see if they're right.